Gameplay details for Season 5 of DMZ are here. We've got some very interesting new features coming that are sure to change up how players are going to interact with each other. Several new items will be going live when Season 5 drops on August 2nd, including new SKUs on self-revives, a brand new gas mask, and the mysterious disguise field upgrade that you might have already seen last season. Lots to get through in this video, so go ahead and drop a like on it if you're excited for Season 5 of DMZ. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Join up for plenty of DMZ videos and streams covering Season 5 when it launches. Plus, we are edging ever so closer to 1 million subscribers here on the channel. And I'd love it if you could help us get there. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Right then, we'll start with a little bit of general information about Season 5. The theme is Shadow Company. Commander Graves, a character that we assumed had been killed in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, is actually confirmed as alive. Alex and Farah have headed back to Urzikstan to a meeting with Graves, who has new intel on an ultra-nationalist group now present in Al Mazrah, the Connie Group. Now, DMZ players might remember the mission, I think it was Season 3, where you had to extract the Connie laptop from room 403 on Ashika Island. That narrative is now coming to the fore in Season 5. We're going to be seeing the battle continue to rage between the existing factions, but the Connie Group are entering the fight this time, and they've taken over and captured Building 21, and we're going to be able to get that back, apparently, during Season 5. That'll probably be through the mission structure. Now, as a result of this meeting between Alex, Farah, and Graves, Shadow Company are now a friendly faction in DMZ. And the Shadow Company AI soldiers that are spread across Al Mazrah, Ashika Island, and Vondel, they will not attack you anymore. So if you wander up to them, they won't shoot you. However, if they're fired upon, a little bit of friendly fire, that's not going to be tolerated. So they will shoot back at you if you shoot them. The fighting of all of these factions will be hotter in brand new active combat zones that are spread across all the different maps in DMZ. There's going to be higher tier loot in these zones, and obviously AI will be extremely hostile because they're fighting each other. The cartel members that were present within the Koshé complex, they've all been killed off by the Connie Group, and they've completely gutted the area. Now, as a result, they have uncovered some additional tunnels under the Al Mazrah city, which operators are going to be able to use. So all of this means that we're likely going to see a brand new set of faction missions laid on for us to complete in Season 5, possibly even adding the Shadow Company faction for the first time, considering we're now friends with them. Then, if we take a look at the trailer that was released for Season 5, you can see there's a really heavy emphasis on these moving shadows in the earlier shots, and there's also a caption that says "Darkness Falls," and that's a pretty heavy hint there towards night maps becoming available during Season 5. Plus, we get to see this like dusky, sort of early night version of the Vondel map later in the trailer. I think it's pretty much confirmed that we are getting a nighttime variant of Vondel, so those night vision goggles might actually be coming handy other than just inside the chemical plant in Koshé Complex. This is something that I've wanted for the longest time in DMZ. Night raids on some of these maps, and Season 5 looks to be starting that off, which is a good thing. No footage of a nighttime version of Al Mazrah in the trailer, but if you remember, quite a few months ago now, when the roadmap for Modern Warfare 2 Seasons was leaked, there was a mention of the haunting of Al Mazrah later on in the game's life cycle. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if Season 5 gives us a night version of Vondel, and then Season 6, which is the season where Halloween would fall, we get a night version of Al Mazrah, along with some kind of zombie-themed limited time mode. Very similar to what we got back in the Verdansk days. Now, beyond the trailer, we did get a bunch of information in the Call of Duty blog, so we'll go through some of that now. First up, we have the brand new Battle Revive feature. This is an experimental stimulant offering an adrenaline rush when you complete a self-revive. It's a self-revive mixed with pure battle rage. So after you use it, once you've been down by an enemy player, you stim yourself, you self-res, you get up, it immediately activates the battle rage effects, and that allows you to heal more quickly if you take more damage, and the tactical sprint function is constantly refreshed for a short period of time. Now, this is going to offer a little bit of variance in the self-revive function beyond the standard item, plus we've got the medic vest, which is offering faster revives from teammates as well, so lots of different things working in DMZ there now, but I can actually see this being a really, really good item for solo players. It's going to give them a greater opportunity to get out of a sticky situation against other enemy teams who've maybe downed you and then are closing in on your position. You're going to be able to move away, maybe take less damage, get some plates in, and maybe survive that gunfight. Next up, we have the Disguise Field upgrade. Some of you might have seen this already, but it is now official for Season 5. Built for pure stealth engagements, this field upgrade allows you to appear as a member of a DMZ combatant AI faction. Equip the disguise, and the DMZ combatants of the same faction will not attack you unless you blow your cover and act aggressively towards them. Now, as I've said, some of you may have already seen this item on like Reddit posts or on social media during Season 4. I know a couple of my friends actually did find it in the very first few days of Season 4. It was added a little bit too early, I think. I don't think it was actually working properly, and it's since been removed. But we're now seeing it added officially with Season 5, and again, I can see this being a very important item for solo players. Having a way to move through those tougher AI areas without being detected, that's going to be invaluable, especially when you're trying to check off parts of a faction mission or you need to collect an item that can only be accessed through a certain route. Plus, there's definitely some trolling possibilities with an item like this. If you see an enemy player coming and then you pop on the disguise to blend in with the AI, I'm definitely looking forward to trying that one out. The third new item on the list is the self-revive box. Pretty self-explanatory, but here we go. It's a box that's full of self-revives. Just like an armor box or an ammo box, you can slap this down for your teammates on the ground, and you'll all be able to move up to it and grab a self-revive each. Now, something like this is obviously geared towards squads of players, and I can actually see it being very powerful for like platoons, 5 and 6 player teams, all being able to stock up and get a self-revive back or get an extra self-revive and then stick it in your backpack. We're going to see how this one plays out, but with it taking up the same slot as an armor box or an ammo box, you will have to make that choice at the end of a round whether you extract this new box in that slot and have it for next round, or maybe it's better to take like an armor box so that you've got plates as soon as you spawn in. I'm all for having more choices in DMZ, so this is a positive for now, but let's see how it works with those 6-man teams. And then the fourth item is the new Scuba gas mask. This is a new gas mask option that comes with an integrated rebreather. So it's giving you protection against radiation storms and to breathe underwater for much longer. So it's combining 2 items that would have taken up 2 slots into one much rarer single item, so you could carry something else in your field upgrade slot. It could also be really good for those late game extractions where maybe you're having to sort of get around the edge of a map, you're in the gas, you're swimming through the water. It's going to be like a double item, basically. Again, more choices. Good. There are 2 new vehicles coming with Season 5 as well. The one that I'm most excited for is the dirt bike, something that we saw added to Warzone 1 a long time ago, but mysteriously hasn't been added to Warzone 2 and DMZ until now. This is going to be, again, a very fast, lightweight option, similar to the ATV, coming with very little health, probably very maneuverable. Apparently you can do wheelies, and if you go over big jumps, you'll sit in the air for a long time. Sounds like a really fun vehicle. Apparently there's only 2 seats on this, but no doubt you can probably stack a third operator on top, like you can do with the ATV. And then there's the MRAP. This thing is a rolling fortress, and I think it's going to be a problem, even just reading the couple of sentences from the blog here. It's equipped for heavy combat with additional armor plating and additional turrets. It's a slow-moving vehicle in the same sort of size footprint to the cargo truck. You can bet your life that 6-man teams are going to absolutely love this vehicle. So you're going to need to bring in launchers, jokers, strellas, whatever you need to try and take this thing out. The blog does say that this vehicle will be rare, so here's hoping that it doesn't plague servers at launch. But considering just how powerful the gunner LTV thing is already in DMZ, adding something that is basically 2 of those stuck together with multiple seats, 2 gunners, more health, it just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen in DMZ, where those LTVs are already very, very strong. So we'll have to see how it plays out. I'm not going to say that I hate this off the bat. I mean, it sounds like a very inventive vehicle and could be fun if you're the one using it, but the people on the other end of that, I'm not so sure. So we'll see how it goes once it launches in the in-season update of Season 5. Apparently, it's not coming out straight away, so we'll have to wait and see. And then lastly, something to look forward to for Season 5 that's not directly related to DMZ, but is still very, very important. The reveal event for Call of Duty 2023. This will be a live in-game event that will task players with taking on the Connie Group forces by securing a chemical weapon threat before it's too late. Now, we'll be getting more information about this event in the near future, so once we get it, I'll update you, along with additional Season 5 details coming in the form of patch notes. I'm expecting plenty of other small updates and changes for DMZ outside these big ones we've spoken about today. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you again soon.